my lovely tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. These are my water signs. If you guys resonate with the readings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want personal readings, you can go to jocelynlovely84@gmail. All of that description and all of that information is in the description box below. Alright, y'all. There's something really beautiful about this energy. I was not anticipating a read like this. It's rare. It's been a while since I really felt like that heavenly motherly touch. It's an energy. I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and I feel like here's the thing about Cancer season with all my water signs. It's like you're going to be the most potent. It's that energy of potency. It's that energy of healing. The maternal aspect of it is going to come in to heal you or to soothe you or to hug you. It's that feeling of no matter what happens, you are the most amazing being ever, and whatever transpired or transpires, nothing can touch you because you are blessed by that maternal energy. It's like that Mother Mary energy. You are like, there's something beautiful about the feminine energy being healed this season for you, Cancer, and it looks beautiful. Okay, it looks absolutely beautiful, and I think here's the thing about you guys. I really do think that this is what you've needed, or maybe let's timestamp this. Okay. Like I said, if you guys resonate with the readings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and then let's to book private readings. You can do that with me, okay? 2:30 for Cancer, 2:30. Okay. As I was saying, there's something here about the maternal. It's the feminine energy, but it's deeper than that. It's giving me like protection. You got the Queen of Cups here with the Queen of Pentacles, but really, if you take a look at these two cards, these are queens. Okay. These are very, very amazing queens when you put them together. It's like a powerhouse. Hey, welcome, Cookie. When you put these two queens together, it's a powerhouse because one is being led by her heart. So this one's able to manifest from the heart's desire. Most decisions that you make are based off of the heart. So this is where I'm saying where Cancer season with the Nine of Cups, and then you got the Nine of Pentacles, it's the same thing. It's the same thing because you're dealing with a Queen of Cups, which she's the ruler of the cups of emotion, the ruler of the realm of emotions. There's something being done here with, it's a 9. It's like she's restoring the family dynamic. You're being healed in the family arena. Do you see what I'm saying? It could be a family that you were born from, your lineage, and even your children, right? It's healing that. It's bringing in. I don't know why I can't talk. It's so difficult to try to explain this energy instead of because it's an energy we feel. It's not something to explain. Do you see what I'm saying here? So I do apologize for that. Hey, welcome, Cookie. Hey, welcome, Lily Rose. We're talking about that maternal energy. We're talking about the because Cancer season talks about the mother. We get to the roots, the foundations of healing, right? And I feel like for you guys this season, it's all about healing that mother wound, bringing in justice to the mother wound. It's a part of self that has been. It's like, for example, if you feel like you haven't been able to bring in that feminine energy within you, or it's been kind of like difficult for you to tap into that energy, it's because there was healing that needed to be done there. I feel like a lot of you guys are reflecting back on moments that you had forgotten all about. This could have been a long time ago. You forgot about certain moments, and now they're becoming very prevalent. They're coming up now. Why now? Because there's a certain healing. There's healing that's taking place right now in that area, in the realm of the heart, which is why I said it's like this is why it's important to summon this energy. Queen of Cups, right? She leads by her heart. So if you're someone who's decided, I want to live a life where I'm happy, I want to live a life worth remembering, I want to live a life where I feel fulfilled, then in order for you to have that, because you already do, you have the Nine of Cups, but in order for you to have that, fully appreciate that, you have to be able to do it with an open heart, a cleared heart, and that's why it's being cleared. Do you see why? So you may be asking, well, during prayer, you may be asking for protection. You've already had it. But it almost feels like this season, it's like the protection is amplifying. That protection energy from the most heavenly realm, Mother Mary, you can call it that energy. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It's so, it's that energy that you don't have to say anything. It leaves you breathless. It's that energy that just hugs you and embraces you and tells you you're perfection and you are everything you could have wanted to be in this heavenly being's eyes. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how good that feels? It's like getting a really beautiful warm hug and being told you are absolutely perfect just the way you are. I love you. It's that energy. You have the Nine of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles here. The motherly energy. This is a 9. This is you. You worked so hard. Again, 9 is literally all love, abundance, happiness. But it's coming from a place where you don't, it's like you know it now. You find, it's like maybe you, again, like I said, you didn't see it before, but you know it now. And so there, if this isn't you receiving all the love and protection from your guides that are watching you, this is you receiving that type of love and protection, not just by them, but by yourself. Do you see why they say love yourself? Do you see why they say that? Because when you're tapped into that frequency of respect, self-love, self-compassion, you really appreciate what you have, what you've received, what you've worked towards. You get to really see it from a different perspective, different eyes, right? And that's why the divine was saying, or God was saying, you know, they always say gratitude is key. Gratitude is key this season because you have things, you have received the type of love that other people would wish to have. Because you've noticed, you go around and there's a lot of people that need a lot of healing. We notice it without judgment, right? But what I'm saying is, like, these people see you and they're like, they see how happy you really are. They see it. You can't lie. You can't fake that level of happiness. They know how happy you are with yourself, with what you got going on, with who you are. You're certain of who you are, and that only stems from like that feminine energy. It's knowing your self-worth. Here's the thing about the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. They're a very giving energy. They give freely from their heart. What they give of their resources, whatever they have, they give it freely to others who may need it. And they do it because it's who they are. So I think there's a part of you who's actually coming to terms with that's how loving and open you really are. Whereas in before, you could have come from an environment that didn't appreciate that. They didn't see you. They didn't see you as you were, or they didn't think that the qualities that you possessed were great, which is why they could have tried to strip you from those qualities, or they could have tried to shame you or tell you that that was not a smart thing to do, but that is a lie. Because the older you get, the more you realize that being who you are is exactly what's going to bring in peace of mind. Accepting who you are is going to bring you peace of mind. Okay? Visionary voyage. What do you want me to talk about of you, darling? Tell me. What do you want me to say about you? Because if you really are listening, this reading is for you. You tapped into this I don't know, somebody's working out there. I apologize. I wasn't expecting that. If you're tapping into this reading is for you. I'm talking about you. So tap in, tune in. Okay. You have the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like you finally accepted yourself for who you've always been. And embracing that part of you. Because you know how they say light workers are all too loving, they love too much, their heart's too abundant, too open. Well, if that's who you really are, then just embrace it. What's the point of hiding it or, holding back? What's the point of doing that? What's the point? If you can sit here and try to hide your heart or try to not to give up your resources, but at the end of the day, you are who you are. And the sooner you embrace that, the sooner you can feel happy about the decisions that you make from now on. Because you could have tried to deny that you weren't that loving and that nice and that open, but you were still being that. So Cancer season is going to show you that in order for you to bring peace into your own heart, into your own life, acceptance is key. Acceptance of self, which is why Mother Energy is so prevalent this season. What do you think? It's a coincidence that we're in the mother season and all of a sudden everybody's dealing with all these mother issues, or healing the heart in ways where maybe you didn't have a maternal figure to help you heal that, but then now you do. You found it within yourself, and of course your ancestors and the universe. All right, let's move on from that because that was too long. Okay, you have the first house, the body, with Venus. It's the same thing. I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. So there's something here. It's like you're tapping into this energy and becoming this energy. Okay? So you're still being who you are, right? Like you're still building you're still working on certain things that you want to come into fruition. There's certain things you're working on your end that makes you you. This is like who you are, right? Because we talk about first house, it's who you are. It's the body, it's your needs, it's the things that ring true to you. It's who you are. It's the things that you work towards, your ambitions, your goals in a way, but coming from a place of you do it because this is what you feel like doing. You do it because it's who you believe is a part of you, right? The essence of you. Then you got Venus, but you're also combining that with, does it ring true to your heart? Are the things that you do out of passion, do they actually coincide or match well with your heart? Sorry, I totally butchered that, and I do apologize. It's because somebody's working out there, and it's really pissing me off. Are your passions, do the things that you work towards, or the way that you view yourself, does it match your heart's desire? Does it match who you are as a person? Do the things that you do on a daily basis, whether that's the way you sleep, your sleeping habits, the way you eat, the way you know, work towards a passion, a goal, a dream, does your job, do these things enhance the heart? Do they make you want, do the things that you do help, do they match this version of you? Do they make you want to be more of who you really are? There you go. That I was trying to figure out what the wording was for this. I can't talk today, guys. I don't know what's going on. I can't talk. I feel slow. Okay. Do they match? Because remember, in the past, you were doing things that did not bring out this version of you, the Queen of Cups. What you were doing in the past, it did not match this version of you. Which is why everything felt wrong, or you were frustrated, or everything felt like it did not ebb and flow. Because feminine energy flows. You don't have to do much, you just show up. It's that energy that goes with you. And what I'm saying before is you could have been in fighting mode, opposition mode, fighting your own self, and you could have been fighting yourself when it comes to who you really are, which is that loving nature of yours. It's who you are. So now you have to bring that into consideration. And now the question is everything that you do, does it match you bringing out that version of you, which is that loving, that kind hearted version of you? Does it match? Hey, welcome Sabrina, welcome back. Already motivated. That's good, Visionary Voyage. I'm glad you're motivated, my friend. I do apologize. I don't know what's going on today. Maybe I need to slow down. Because I feel slow, like I can't talk. I'm trying to talk, but I cannot formulate a sentence. Because I'm telling you, this Mother Mary energy is so gentle. It's so beautiful. And I feel like I'm struggling to tap into that energy because it's so beautiful and it's so abundant and it's so kind and it's just pretty. And I feel like I can't get there right now due to my own personal issues with my my wounds, maternal wounds, and bringing forth that feminine energy. That doesn't mean that I don't have it. It just means that right now I'm really struggling to see it to be there at 100%. I'm only there about maybe like a 65 to 75 on a bad day. On a good day, I'm there 100. But right now, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I got scared. You know what I think it is? I got scared of this energy, so my ego came in and just like cut it off. Because I felt myself separating from that beautiful Mother Mary energy. I'm human too, so like think about it, guys. That energy is like integrating with me as we speak. That is scary. Some days I don't even feel like I'm the right person or appropriate person to share that with you guys, because I look at like my healing journey and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not 100% there yet. I'm working with this energy with you guys at the same time, so there's something here about maybe not feeling 100% worthy of it yet, if I can be honest. Okay, you have Temperance, both worlds. Slowing down, divine timing. This is giving me justice. Justice for your heart, for that little girl, little boy within you that went their whole lives being told they could not be themselves. And then being able to bring that, tap into that little boy, little girl, and then, or inner child, and then bringing that back with you. Because essentially it was cast out and the matrix or whoever the oppressors were cast this version of you out and told you could not be this version of you. In this dimension, you could not be that. And so to go your whole life without your inner child, right? That most loving version of you that's the most connected to God. To go without that, it kills you inside. It kills you. It kills all of us. So I feel like this season is all about getting that part of you back. And that's how we win. We already won. But my point is, it's like once you tap into that energy, that version of you that you forgot about, that was abandoned or left behind by the world, once you bring that back, you're not going to go another day living without it. It's just too beautiful. It's the most forgiving, loving part of you. It's the part of you that believes. It's the part of you that still like taps into the realm of the imagination. It's that part of you that feels this good. That slows down, doesn't need to prove anything because you're everything and all that. You're everything and in between. With Taurus energy, this is what I'm saying. It's like some part of you knows this. And you're like, it's like restitution. It's like you're wanting to make amends to your own self. But it's not your fault. I just think you did not know that there were parts of you that needed to be discovered here while you were healing that mother wound or core wounds, familial wound, right? And you didn't know there was something there to find. But God kept telling you there's something to find there. There's something to find there. Just keep working on it. Keep working on this trigger. Keep working on this wound, and you'll see. And you do. You see it. Okay? Alright, that was for my Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Everything hurts, guys. My whole body hurts. Okay. That was Cancer. The next reading is going to be for my Scorpio. You know what it is? I haven't been able to sleep well, like at all. I haven't been able to sleep well. I'm having night terrors again, and I'm trying to be here with you guys. Plus, I don't upload this early. It's too early to be uploading. Okay. Okay. The devil and Scorpio, what happened? What happened? Okay. I don't think I'm going to pull more than 4 cards for you guys. This story just got really interesting, guys. I'm pulling from the Black Monoshaji cards, and I'm also pulling from the Anime Tarot. Alright, let us timestamp. Look at my beautiful citrine orb. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I really do. Okay. 2444. I am going to slow down for whatever reason. This energy is whooping my ass, and I kind of just want to turn off the live and go to bed. And I have a whole day ahead of me, so I'm going to slow down, guys, okay? You have the Nine of Pentacles with the Devil and Death. I just want to show you these two cards. You have Death here on the board, which is Scorpionic energy. You have Scorpio. It's right across from each other. This is not bad. This is good energy, actually. You have the Devil, but don't be so scared of the Devil. I mean, look, it's Gemini. Really talking about the twins. Masculine and feminine energy. And Libra, which is scales, justice scales. It's 2. You need one and the other to make a whole, but it's in reverse. And Libra talks about love. Gemini is it's the lover's card, really, if you think about it. I'm getting, see, that's the thing. I was not anticipating a love story here. I'm getting a love that costs. It's that type of love. I'm tapping into somebody who loves someone at the cost of themselves. They love someone, but it's that type of love that costs you everything. It's the type of love that you have for this person or these people costs you everything. I mean, your peace of mind, your dignity, it costs you your self-respect, it costs you money, it costs you abundance, it costs everything. And you were willing to keep paying that price every single time in the hopes that you can hold whatever this is, because what you desire is this type of love, or you used to. The thing about it is there's some part of you that's still connected to it, or will always be connected to this love. We all are always tied to something energetically, a type of love like that could be considered attachments. No judgment, right? But we're all attached to some form of love that has this illusion of completion, or has this illusion of, like I said, completion that is not, it's not true. We all have that type of love that we're willing to sacrifice ourselves for day in, day out. But it's a story of love that doesn't really turn out well in the end. And that's what I'm saying. It's like whatever this love was, you were bonded to it, or you're still bonded to it. Some way, some shape, some form. You could have physically released yourself, because see, at first you were bounded. You see these two twins, they're bounded. It's a contract. It's a soul contract. You were bonded to this person. Bounded. Bonded. And now it almost seems like they're not there anymore. Or you cut ties with this person. Again, this doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. This could be anyone. But the point is, whoever these people are, they were the loves of your lives. It could have been a group. Could have been your best friends. Siblings. Because that's love. It's still love and relationships. They are the love of your lives. And to have to live a life without these people or this type of love, I think you try not to let it get the best of you, but there's a part of you that your part, when you tap into that feeling or really sit still with that fact that you will have to go the rest of your life without that type of love, it makes you, it's sad. It hurts. See, the greatest loves will teach us the biggest lessons. They will. Those type of loves teach us the greatest lessons, and I feel like that type of love that you were involved in, or relationships or friendships that you were involved in that cost you everything, those are the ones that make people want to incarnate into the earth just to experience a type of love like that. Think about it. That's what life's about. It's loving. Sometimes at the cost of self. What's wrong with that? It's a lesson learned. There's nothing wrong with that. People just outgrow certain energies, certain lessons, and you outgrew yours. Was it painful to get out? Yes. Was it painful to go through the heartbreak? Yes. But you on a soul level outgrew that relationship, contract, and you're okay with that now. But in other lifetimes, you could have had these type of entanglements or friendships or relationships, and you could have went lifetime after lifetime engaging in this type of energy, because it's what we all crave. At some level, even the healthiest person knows what I'm talking about, because there's always those type of learning that everyone has to go through this lesson. Some of us harder more than others, struggle with this lesson more than others, but some of us learn this lesson quicker than others. But the point is that the type of love that you had to walk away from, it's the reason you even incarnated. If you're wondering why it took so long to get over this, it's because they were the loves of your lives. A BFF, soul family, those are the loves of your lives as well. I just want to cry because I feel somebody's heart being healed right now as I speak. Scorpio. See, this is what I'm saying. It's like this is the type of love that will leave you dead, numb, feeling hopeless, or just like you're just a zombie in real life. This is the type of love that'll have you sitting like this for a while, for a long time, because you could have spent 10, 20, 30 years with these people, only to now wake up and realize that you can't, that's in the past. So now you're walking around not really knowing who you are, because you've given everything to these people, this love, this lesson, because that's what it is. It's a lesson. You gave your all to this lesson, playing a persona in this lesson, and now that's gone. And so it's like you're trying to find out who you are outside of that, or you're trying to just live your life and try to just be happy where you're at, but there's a part of you that's still in shock about what happened, or how empty your life may feel right now because of what you just had to let go of, who you had to let go of. I'm getting a who, people. And I'm getting you're trying not to let on, but I know you're paralyzed, frozen, stuck, trying to figure out how to keep on going or keep on living without these people or this person that completely it's like your identity, or your identity was with them. Your identity, your sense of identity, was some part of you was tied to them. So now that you release these people or this person, that part of you is gone too. So now it's like, now we bring forth who you were. Now it's all about discovery. Who are you? Without that version of you without that other version of you. There's a reason people mourn, right? It's that grieving process, because a part of you dies when something ends. There's a version of you that dies with them. So yeah. Hello, welcome, Nerner. Let's see what else. Ten of Swords. Oh yeah, Libra in reverse. Yeah. You're just trying to hold it together. You're just trying to hold it together. Like, you'll show up to work, you do your thing, but you're just trying to save face, right? Because I know deep down inside, you still don't know who you are. And it's not that you're never gonna find out. It's just whoever I'm talking to, those relationships you were in were think about it. It's not just this lifetime. You've been doing this for a very long time. So to release yourself from an energy, it's an energy. Yes, they're people and you care about them, right? The people as well, but it's an energy, a familiar energy that you're breaking away from. Therefore, it's like now needing to discover who you are outside of that. That is scary territory to step into. But you're doing it. You're doing it. Let's see what else. You have Libra reverse. Yeah. You're just trying to see the justice in all of this. So here, let me give you, that's why I gave you the perspective I gave you. Because right now you're just feeling the pain about how it is that you get to, how are you going to go on and live on without these people? How are you going to get yourself back together after the lesson you just survived or overcame? We'll see it this way. If you're going to let them go, you can cry. But if you're going to let them go, smile. Do it with a smile. And think of all the good memories you had with these people. Because they changed you. They taught you so much about yourself. They cared about you and you cared about them. No matter how codependent it could have been, no matter how unhealthy it could have been, there was some form of love there in those relationships. Take that with you. You came here, incarnated here to get to experience that type of love. And if you don't believe me, you will. Because months from now, when you really forgive and let go, and forgive yourself for putting yourself through all those years of painful lessons, when you forgive yourself, you're going to realize that, yeah, you wanted to be there. You chose these people, to have a relationship with these people, or you could have been born with, into a family like that. And you could have said you didn't have a choice, but yet you stuck along because you loved them, or him or her or whomever. Do you see my point here? Yes, it's okay to be sad, but I promise you, if you're gonna let them go knowing that you gave it your all. And it was one hell of a ride. And you won't do it again. You won't do it again in the next lifetime or the next one after that. But you will appreciate it, that type of energy, because you've known it for too long. You know that energy very well. And so my thing is, it's like you finally get to say goodbye to that energy. Because once you hit a different type of frequency, you don't experience those type of energies. I don't believe you really do experience those type of energies again in this lifetime or the next one. Why do you think? I feel like this is why the ancestors are so heavily invested in our energy, in our progress, because you're not just doing it for yourself. You're getting yourself out of that energy with them, for them, so that when they incarnate here, they get to experience better levels of healing. I also do believe that when other people incarnate and they're at a higher level of energy, they could bring their energy back down. But I'm getting that whoever I'm reading for, this is an energy, a familial energy that of bondage that you and your ancestors know all too well, and you guys have been doing this for a very, very long time. And so to get one of you guys to actually ascend from that type of energy, that type of love, to a higher vibrational love, that is where the magic is. There's magic everywhere, but this is what you've been working towards. That's why it hurts. That's why it hurts. By the way. Hello, Level Up Dojo. How are you? It's good to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're on the fucking floor. They're both on the floor. You're on the floor. It's okay. You may need like a couple of months on the floor. Okay, because look, I have no shame. I have my days where I get knocked out by life, right? Or like the heartbreak is so bad that I need more time to rest than I do with anything else. So if you need a couple of months of just being on your own, really on your own, trying to kind of recover from this surprise that almost feels like it's a surprise. There's a part of you that's been yanked away from your own self, and so it's like you're trying to heal that. I feel like you're on the floor trying to get right back up, but it's gonna take you a minute because I feel like you don't have the balance yet. Because it's still a shock to you, whatever you just detached yourself from or whatever you just experienced, it was so painful. So I really do see dissociation right here, but it's only because you're in shocked. You're in shock about what just happened, and so it's okay. I really do believe that you will get better. Whether you right now, maybe you don't even need to hear that right now. Maybe you just need to cry right now. What I do know though is if you're gonna cry, just know that you had some really good times. You had some really great times with these people that you once called the loves of your lives. And if you don't believe me, go through the photo albums. Yeah, I know that's haunting for some of us. Go through the photo albums and then look at the happy moments you had with these people. And don't sit there and tell me you didn't love it, because we did. Alright, that was for my Scorpio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ooh, that reading was hard. Do you see why I was like, I need to go lie down and just rest and forget I know my name right now? That reading, yeah. Okay. Pisces. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want to book personal readings, I might do a special. Inquire about the specials for readings. I might do a 30-minute reading for like, no, not 30 minutes. We could do a 20-minute reading for like, no. We could do like a 10-minute reading for like $20. But of course, knowing me, I'm gonna end up giving you like a 15-minute reading for like $20. So those are the specials I have going on this week. So think about it. Let me know. Send me an email if you want to book a session with me. $20. It's pretty good. Because you know that when I read for y'all, I read for y'all. Okay? So, alright. Let's get started. Pisces. 4316. Alright. I keep getting two, like, I had a lot of cards I wanted to come out, but I just was distracted. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep shuffling. This is the Swords wants to come out. I'm going to keep shuffling until the right cards come out, okay? Four of Wands wanted to come out. It was the Four of Wands I wanted to come out, but I'll take this one. Oh. Let me see if the Four of Wands is here. Yeah, it is. And you know what's funny? Because I didn't look, this was the second option. The first option was the Emperor, but really it's the Wands that I'm getting out of it. There's so much in these cards. Jesus. Okay. Alright. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. This reading is so beautiful, but again, it's that beautiful energy coming back. There's something here about making an executive decision. You made a decision that was for your highest good, Pisces. You made a decision that was for your highest good. So although right now you may not feel, it almost feel like you had to cut off your heart or give up the thing you love the most, sacrifice the things you love the most to, because you knew it would be beneficial later on down the line. See, this is how you know you're an emperor. An emperor makes decisions not for the moment. They make long-term decisions that pay off big time. This is why they're so abundant. This is why, you know, they're leaders and authoritative, and they're just, this is why they are where they're at. Because they do the things that hurt now. They have the discipline within them to make the harsh decisions, even though, meaning, this could mean they're not even well liked. But the emperor would take that. They would be okay not being liked for a decision that they make. They're okay with that. Because they know that at the end of the day, there's just some things that are more important than being liked or, you know, pleasure, fun. There's things that are a little bit more important than that. I'm not saying that never matters. No, I'm just saying that the emperor understands that, again, with great power comes great responsibility. It's like a parent, right? You're a parent and you're trying to raise your children the right way by telling them they can't have sugar. You're the only parent that bans sugar from the house, while all these other parents are letting their kids eat sugar. And I'm just giving this as an example. Or, you know, you don't buy your kids all these fancy equipment or PlayStations or all these fancy toys because they don't need it. But your kids hate you for it. Or they tell you, why can't we have this? Why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? And you tell them because you don't need it. See, right now, you didn't give in. You didn't give in to the peer pressure. You're not giving in to, you know, someone being upset with you. You don't care about that. It's a popular opinion. If anything, the decision that you make, you understand that this decision that you made won't even matter until a while from now. So years down the line, when your kids are all healthy and they look good and they feel good and they have self-esteem because their asses went outside to play at the park instead of being at home playing video games all day because you were actually you were being a parent, that's when it's going to count. Do you see what I'm saying about, in order for you to, the power that you hold, the influence that you hold will matter. If it doesn't matter now, it will matter later on. Do you see why you're the emperor now, but it doesn't show? You may not think you're the emperor, but you're making emperor-like decisions. Do you see why God sees things before we do? I'm sorry. Do you see why? That came out wrong, the way I said it. The divine sees things before we do. You're an emperor in the making. According to you, you're an emperor in the making now. But every decision you've made since way back when has made you this already. It's maybe, you may not feel like it because of all the sacrifice you've had to make, or all of the, you know, good choices that you had to make, all the discipline that you've had to take on or become, right? So it's like all these things that you've done, the responsibility of it has weighed heavily on you, day in, day out, and it makes you feel less of an emperor every single day. But what you, God already knows you're the emperor. You think you're an emperor in the making. You're already the emperor because you make decisions that only an emperor would make. So you're willing to take all the heat now, all the disses now, all the hate now, be the most unpopular now, but at the end of the day, later on down the road, yeah, you're going to remain even more powerful with a real, solid, stable empire, foundation with the Four of Wands, because you did the shit that nobody else had the guts to do, because there's opposition, because you will be cast as the asshole, or the work was too much and all you did was slave away for years instead of, go out and play or party and drink and smoke, but no, you slaved away. I don't want to say slave, but you put in the hard work. You see why you're the emperor. And if you don't believe that, take a look at where you're at now versus where you were at 2, 3, 4 years ago. Has your life significantly changed? Has your life significantly changed? Yes, it has. You have the Ace of Swords here, like I said. Sometimes the executive orders aren't the prettiest. Sometimes popular opinion will go against you, probably 99% of the time. You can ask all the millionaires out there, all the people who have their own businesses. You can ask somebody who's successful that they went against the grain. People kept telling them, why keep doing this? You're never going to make it. You're never going to win. It's too difficult. It's too hard. Why try? And yet they're winners. They beat the odds because they made all the unpopular decisions way back when. And so did you. So you better start recognizing, you should start recognizing an emperor. Not by what they have physically, but how they show up every single day. That's how you know who you're really dealing with. So you could be talking to someone and they may not have much to show for it, but at the end of the day, their work ethic, their values, their demeanor, their heart, their passions, when you really see all these things for what they are, that will tell you who you're dealing with. There's people out there who are emperors already, and they struggle to be seen that way or allow people to see them that way. They struggle with that because they don't have the funds, the physical funds, or they're lacking certain resources to make that to be seen that way. Because, society tells you have to do it the fast way. You have to get results like this. You have to have a nice big fancy house and a nice fancy car to show that you're an emperor. But nowadays you could be literally doing anything for money. Does that make you an emperor? You can have all the money in the world, new money, doing it in a way that's compromising your values, compromising who you are. Does that make you an emperor? No. An emperor is somebody who lives a life worth living. A life that's fulfilled with responsibility, with values, ethics, and love. Oh, and tons of passion. But like I said, if you're struggling to have people see you that way, because you think you need to have the funds for that so people to respect you, or you need to be at a certain position for people to respect you, that I don't know. It's like, I don't want to say that that's wrong, because that's how society ranks us. That's how society deems us to be worthy. But you're better than that. You're bigger than that program or the way that they label us. You're bigger than that. That's their standards. That's their rules. That's how they play by their game. Your game is different. You're not playing by the same game. You're not playing by the same rules. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're playing by a different set of rules, and that is what's important. So if anything, what you can take away from this reading is to see yourself in a higher light, because at the end of the day, you may not think you're an emperor, but you are. The divine knows you're an emperor. What more does the divine have to do? What more does the universe have to do to show you you're an emperor? What more? Because they've been showing you that's who you are. So the only one that's struggling to see that is you. Do you see why it's being reflected back to you, that people may not see you as that? Because you don't believe it. So we're working through that. You've always wanted to be an emperor. If you didn't, you wouldn't have made the conscious decisions or the hard decisions way back when to get started on the life that you knew you were capable of. Reaching that potential you always knew you were capable of. You're doing it. So how are you not an emperor? You're fearless. You dare to live the dreams that God instilled in you. How are you not an emperor? You live through as best as you can. You try to be as kind and loving as you can with others. How are you not an emperor? It's a new perspective. We need to work a little bit more on how we see ourselves, in order for us to have a little more respect for how we show up. Because you show up, you do the work. So I think, if anything, try to have a little more respect for yourself, because really, you do all the work. You're enough. What more does the universe have to do to show you that? Because the universe could sit here and say, here, I have something for you. Here's your gift. And you may struggle to take it because it might be too overwhelming, or it might be something that you think is too good for you. But you still somehow surrender and take it. And then you become, or you're becoming, or you're there working on it. You still do the work. You still show up. What's the point of being awake if you're not facing your biggest fears and working towards the life that the universe set out for you? You did all of that. You're doing it now. So here's my point. Going back to my point. What more do you have to do so that you can see yourself in this way? As far as I'm concerned, you're the emperor. Empress. If you want to be, make it about gender. Okay? Alright, I spent like a whole 15 minutes on 3 cards. Okay, you got the Magician. Yep. Equipped. Everything within you. This is giving me power and drive. You have everything within you to make your dreams come true. To even the smallest little things that you can think of, they materialize right before you. Because you're the Magician, you make it happen. This is also a Gemini. Is the Magician Gemini? No. What is the Magician? Is it Aries? Hold on, I don't know why I forgot what the hell the Magician was. That's how you know I need to go back to studying. I forgot what the Magician was. It was Mercury. Okay, so it was close. Mercury. Mercurial energy. But Mercury is struggling to be heard or struggling to communicate. But I think where the lack of communication really lies is within yourself. My point is, look, this is a card of drive. Okay, you have the drive within you to see things through. Instead of giving up, which you may always feel like giving up, you don't do it though. There's a difference between feeling like giving up and then giving up. You may feel like giving up, but you still show up. My point is, this is like this is you understanding how powerful you are, being able to materialize anything into the physical without a single you don't have to try so hard now, is what I'm saying. Because you've done enough work that your foundation is so solid, is so stable, you don't have to try so hard. You literally just show up and just bam, you're a little dash of magic in here. You materialize anything you want, and it's true, and you know that. You're really good at what you do because you put in the hard work. You showed up, you learned the trade, you put a lot of things into practice and failed time and time again, which is why you can show up confidently, knowing that you do your job, or what you do your job very well, because you failed your way through it. You found the formula by failing time and time again. Do you see why? It's a mindset. Whatever you believe becomes your reality. If you believe you're the emperor, you're going to start seeing yourself that way. Then no one can negate your power, because you're not negating it yourself. You got the Lovers here. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you're afraid. You're very humble. You're a very humble individual. But it's like there's a part of you that's fighting you in a way, because see, the earlier reading with Cancer, it was about you fighting your feminine energy. Cancer's fighting its feminine energy, or it's learning to allow the feminine energy to come in. Once the feminine energy is in, which is self-worth and confidence, believing they're worthy, the masculine energy can also set in. It's like one empowers the other. Then now the masculine energy can set in and not feel so uncomfortable in the power that they possess, because they believe they're worthy of it, because they worked for it. Then you wonder why you show up to these environments that there's no ambition, there's no goals, there's no dreams, and you show up there and you're like, why the fuck am I here? Have you ever thought that you alone, the power that you carry, is to inspire others to get the fuck up on their ass and go pursue their dreams? Did you ever think that? Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Wrong card. Your power is your power. If people are uncomfortable with you because of the power, the certainty that you have within you, that could be the light as well. The light that's within you, the soul that's integrated within you. People sense that. That's why they could be afraid of you, or talk down to you, or hate you. That's their own shit. But they're just reflecting back what you really believe about yourself. So how are you really that uncomfortable with your own power? And my answer is, if this video is resonating, it is. So here you are, finally just accepting your masculine energy for what it really is. It's a dominant energy. I'm not saying domineering. It's a dominant energy that you possess, and it's within you, and it's time to start looking at yourself as who you really are, the emperor. Even if don't have the physical funds yet materialized, they will. Everybody else already sees you that way. You might as well see yourself that way. And if somebody tries to knock you down from this pedestal, just know they can't, because you're too powerful. You're too powerful. That's why people talk shit about you. That's why people are uncomfortable with you, because you are too powerful. They can't, they for whatever reason, they take that shit personal. That you are too powerful, therefore they have to go and minimize you from their existence, when in reality what they need to do is get up off their fucking ass and go work. Because if they do that, then they wouldn't be so focused on somebody else's dreams. They'd be focused on their own shit. But not everybody has that type of mentality. You do. Which is why God is calling you the Emperor. Because in your eyes, you don't even see yourself that way. In other people's eyes, you are it. You are it. You're the one that inspires them to get up and go move. You're the ones that inspires them to believe again. You're the one they're going to be thinking years down the line, because you're the one that instilled that work ethic within them to go and pursue and go and do. Okay? So, Emperor, my dear, it's yours. It's who you are. You got the Wheel of Fortune. This is what I'm saying. The doubt that's being projected back to you, it's the feeling of uncertainty, imposter syndrome. Am I really this powerful? Am I really this amazing? Yes. You are a God sent. You are a gift to humanity. You are a gift to your own self. What is it going to take? How many times did I tell you this? How many times? Okay. I'm not going to keep reading because it's the same thing over and over. Alright, that's all I have for you. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the reading. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to put in there. Do I don't know. How about, let's do this. Let's just do water sign collective reading for the next couple of minutes, and then we can get started, okay? Alright, we're going to do a little bit of a wrap up, okay? A little bit of wrap up, and then we can go. You got the Two of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles here. Sorry guys for the noise in the background. You got the Two of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like melding two. I feel like the masculine and feminine energy are being worked on this season. Two versions of you are being worked on, and instead of it's like masculine, feminine, to make one whole. A stronger pentacle, a stronger you, a more self-assured you, a more promising you. It's the opportunity to see yourself in a higher light for who you really are and what you have to offer you. I feel like somebody's working through confidence issues this season, Pisces. You're working through confidence issues this season. That's okay. Because you are amazing. You really are. But I think you failed to see yourself in that way. And I think it could have came from some type of deception or dishonesty that you might have just uncovered. Or it could have been something that you've been around your whole life. Very manipulative, shifty energy. That's made you see yourself in a light that's not true. And I think you're pulling the wool over your eyes. Sorry. That's not the right expression. I think you're finally, now that this energy is not around, or you decided to part ways with energy like this, shifty, self-deceptive energy, it's like now you can see yourself as you really are. And it's going to surprise you because you're really powerful. The people that I read for understand. You guys understand. This is what we've been working towards. Not only bettering ourselves, but like really seeing ourselves for who we are. For all of it. Light, shadow, all of it. Okay? Alright, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm going to timestamp. I'm going to wrap it up because I got things to do. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will go live again tomorrow. I'm going to go live on TikTok and on YouTube. I will try to leave my TikTok link on the on my page. Okay? Thank you so much. I love you.